Rat-a-tat-tat, clickety-clack, the railroad rumbles oppressive bodies like summer flies. Bullets sweat in leaden grey, clothes soaked through and pungent. The reek of desolation wanders the compartment like a spider. I see you under my skin, wearing the face of a doctor. On a clear day we talk like radios. Lift up that antenna, get my signal, we have work to do. It is an unfortunate fact that certain individuals are without. Open that window, let that bad air out. On a clear day we hear the warbling of the throat birds. I dig up the mines, there were diamonds here now, just a sad crush of language. Load up the rifles, we are into gun smoke and Chardonnay. There was an attempt at meaning. We were out on another call. This is the poetry of lack. This is machine poetry, the absence of heart or soul, just rat-a-tat-tat and clickety-clack. My machine spits out the defects on a clear day. Wandering lonely as on a clear day, just call me the Alabaster Kid. This is poetry of blood, not red or blue, just the abstract concept as it relates to fragments of my imagination. An eye and ear, a zygomatic arch, I am lost in the folds of a billboard. The Alabaster Kid strikes again. We are warbling like birds, coughing up blood and other hard artifacts. Tuft of light, radio bolt the door, bathtub fire. Oil spill on the Grand Canal. On a clear day I hear, tuft of light, railway murders, obscene gesture with finger and fist. I made a ball to leave, dead floating on lonely ponds. Light breezed through the trees. A decision had to be made mine hours ago. I was waiting. The fur coat was tragic. A child crying. Refrigerator fire. Toast buttered upside down. Red stain on the blue carpet. A fine vehicle he turned out to be. If I didn't vote. A waft of centuries. Dead mummy, do you mind? If I haven't heard it before, radio was a voice I knew. Heartfelt, contagious, pink eye for the soul, cigarette butts in chocolate milk, the wheels have come off the lampshade, can of cans, diet of cans, would you look at those cans? Restocking worms. I was in another place. It was a novel I wrote. Tried the tube stock, potato and leek soup, and after dinner mint, on a clear day. This grid work is stale, my milk is sour, waiting for the bus. If you never change, I like a wild style. If you never cut your hair, robbery in the Royal Bank. It was another man, officer. I thought about it long one night, only over drinks. Dry I tried it, thought I was hanged. The night was long, on a clear day. Wherefore blood? What wise owls? Ruzzy air clip. A tuft of Niagara, clams on the oyster's back. A chicken hawk eating peas. Tuft of light in the dark place. I didn't stop the traffic. Lonely on a bed of leaves. A sour look on the officer's face. Child crying. Fur coat was lunatic laughing. Blood on the upholstery. Dead boat of dead leaves. I moved like caged tigers. Moonlight on Vermont. Breakfast again. Coffee and chocolate milk. How now, brown cow? What's in the dark places? Tuft of light. Once more round and round. Here's how the story ends. Horrible feeling amongst the flowers, like a blooming bird. This is the machine, cold, impassive, imperceptibly light. Gunfire echoes through my tulips. The rose garden of youth blushes my flexible neoprene skin. Thin lines break down my throat gristle. The car backfires constantly in this weather. There's not a thing for it but to pack up and hit the road, singing songs packed up before. Itchy skin, blood almost human, trees don't rhyme with the parsley anymore. Wind chimes, lonely leaves. Perhaps this is poetry after all. Perhaps the blood wasn't laid on so thick in hunger and war. Cold, lonely leaves, a dead boat on a frozen pond. Wall-eyed pike. Pick the bones out. It's war out there and I can't stand this stink. Move over, Catapult Jane. We have things to launch before this ship gets through. Listen out for the sound of birds. 100,000 voices echoing at once is such a lovely thing. I think I will have to record it and put it on infinite playback for the benefit of 1,000 lonely souls drifting into the human abyss. Rat-a-tat-tat and clickety-clack, the steel rail rumbles a lullaby for Hobo Johnson, the skin man. He's got it made. In every flesh, I wouldn't want to walk on his heels, but here we are, walking on gilded splinters for the last harvest moon to crawl up in the sky. Possum legs crawl up the inside of the drain. There were spiders here, but they have become mammals. On a clear day, we see what we all become. I do wonder if it will happen to me. Definite sense of wonder. I wonder. Definite sense of disease. The wall radiates a pink-orange glow. I can't sleep, the insomniac mambo. Perhaps it is this bloodstream. The birds call a lonely boat. A child of dead leaves makes the rounds on foot. There was a uniform code of undefended militants, and we are treading on hallowed ground. The pragmatic approach is to shield the language from all meaning. A terrifying road to freedom. We must unite the clans of the mind in dazzling array. The sounds of color hold no sway here in the margins. This is machine gun poetry. We are devoid of anything except a glittering sense of shattered glass. Cuts like a knife, pick out the pieces from your teeth. It's the opera of the day, bullets flying. Catch one if you can, just don't lose your grip on the one thing that matters. What is that? We'll never know. It's floating away on a boat of dead leaves cast off by a lonely child.